So here is my work with lesson 12. I have to say first that I found this lesson to be quite difficult actually, even though I think I have a bit of experience with dominant 7th chords. I mean, I've been playing, I started playing guitar, playing British blues, rock. So, guys like Clapton, even Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan. I mean, I know these guys pretty well, and I've studied in jazz, so I know my jazz chord theory, but I had to do 3 tries before writing something that I really liked. Here it is. I wanted to use, of course, 5 ascending and -1. Then I wanted to use an RC2 ascending. It sounds very good. I use it as a transition device. You'll see what I mean when we get to the sketch. I planned on using RC6, which I didn't end up using. I planned on using 6 interval pretty much. These are the scales, so Lydian dominant, Mixolydian, pentatonic minor, and blues. I used 1 part PC with the 3 and -7. So +4 and 2, and 2 and 6. So these 2 PCs cover the 3 extensions from the 2nd octave of dominant 7th chords, which are in this case the 9, the sharp 11, and the 13. Now I wanted to use this. I've seen this in TC's sketch, and it's like what I call a lock voicing. So you've got this lock voicing which moves diatonically through a scale. So the vertical formula changes. This is a 2 + 4 + 3, but this is a 2 + 3 + 3, so on. But I really liked the sound of this. From the C Lydian dominant scale, I did a 2nd underneath and 2/3 on top. I planned on using the pentatonic minor scale with 4th interval, and I did a whole lot of work trying to find out what chord scale I was ending up in regards to different root tones. So for instance, the C pentatonic minor scale harmonized in 4ths. Then this guy here, these are the chord tones that I'll end up using. So I did that, a lot of work, and I didn't use it in the sketch finally. So anyway, it was fun. Now the sketch. This is the intro. As you can tell, I use 5, 6, and -1 intervals, and I used only dominant 7th chords, nothing else. This is all dominant. Now I've built up a little root progression using 5 and -1, the 1 part PC, +4, 2. And this is the RC2 ascending, which will be used as a transition device. And now the part with the lock voicings, I used it in the standard 12-bar blues form. So this is D7, this is G7, D7, A7, G7, and D7. I really like the result. And then back to the A section, but with a different orchestration or changes in the orchestration, and then the outro. Let's listen to the sketch first. So it gives a good idea of the type of feel vibe that we'll get with the piece. Now the orchestration, the development. So I've left the sketch in the bottom two staves, but I've used the piano part. The intro was given to strings and woodwinds. Then when we come to the what I call the A section here, the melody is clarinet and flute. And I tried using or putting into practice some of the things we learned in the mastermind session. Here is some little decoration, just writing a line and putting it through different instruments. Then this melody, there's an answer in the piano. Piano had to be a prominent instrument. This is the A section. Then we get to the transition, strings and a little piano on top. Then this part I really liked. I've used contrast and rhythms, which we talked about in the mastermind session. You see, woodwinds are doing pop, 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 pop. And now strings are in triplets underneath the woodwinds. And it sounds very good. Very good. A little piano break. Then we get to the blues, what I call the blues section, where we have the lock voicing. So in this case, I've put into practice another thing we learned in the mastermind session, which is change the role of the sections. I don't know if I'm being clear, but you'll see what I mean. And here we have the lock voicing, okay, which is the melody also, and the harmony underneath played by the strings. So woodwinds are playing the melody and strings the harmony. Then we reverse the role. The strings are playing the melody, woodwinds the harmony. So we did that, and I also added some decoration in French horns and trumpet. Then here a little trumpet to punctuate the end of the phrase. Then we get into, this is something that I wouldn't have thought before the mastermind session, but I've used this one bar, which is the last bar of the blues, actually, blues form, as a transition device to go back into the A section. So you'll see it flows very well. Sounds good, I think. Then I had to do some tweaking, let's say that, in the sense that I wanted, for instance, to have some either a 5 relationship or -1. So you see, this is in D flat 7, and the first time that I play this, it's in C7. I'm adding, just changing the colors a bit. I'm stating again a section, but this time adding some xylophone. I'm not sure how you say it. I'm pretty pleased with the result. I think it sounds nice, and it's all dominant 7th chords. It's all based on dominant 7th chords. Okay, so thank you again, Frank, and talk to you later. Bye-bye.